we are.
I'm a psycho. I know that.
Look nice, by the way. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mr. Howe, this isn't in view. This isn't in view, right? Oh, yeah.
So the panel, this will be where you guys sit. Like when you're done speaking, you can sit over there. It doesn't really matter who's. Yeah. Let's try to get more sense. We do 5 and 5. Give a little more sense. Yeah, 5 and 5 is correct. you.
You're not supposed to shoot them.
Guys, don't sit over there now. Anybody interested? Needed. That's not I'm going to reset it over here. And that's basically it. So just a little bit of in now and a little bit of back.
Okay, so it's just back over.
And you'll figure it out when you're supposed to do it.
Okay.
So it is live streaming now. Cool. So we're going to start here. We're good. Yeah, I just need that remote. Okay? You guys, we're about ready to start. We have the mics. So you have to stay quiet. Just come over here. Guys, we're going to get started. We've been live streaming for the last so understand that you have to stay quiet except for when you're applauding for the
Good evening, parents, students, families, and friends. Welcome to the 13th Annual Bobcat Marching Band Banquet. Tonight we celebrate the hard work, dedication, and sacrifices that have been made by our band students and their families in bringing together a remarkable season and truly remarkable times. I commented quite a bit the other evening at our family and friends show about having band in the time of COVID-19, so I will not take the time to say all that again now. I do, however, want to reiterate the level of esteem and admiration that I have for each and every student that's stuck with us this year. Those that came to rehearsals and shows gave so much of their time and effort, even when we didn't know if we would even get to perform at all. So students, you are all amazing young ladies and gentlemen, and it has been a privilege to be your band director this year more than ever. Thank you so much for everything you've done and that you've dug in to accomplish this year. Well done. I'm going to borrow part of the speech that I made last year, actually, because as I was preparing for this year's banquet, I thought those words actually were pretty appropriate for what we all went through this year. So, quoting myself, band, I believe, is a microcosm of life. If you aren't familiar with that word, it's defined as this. A microcosm is a community, place, or situation regarded as encapsulating in miniature the characteristic qualities or features of something much larger. In other words, band is a lot like life. There are ups and downs, challenges we expect, challenges we don't expect. People move away or leave before we expect, and others who we thought might be gone are still here, and some even show up unexpectedly. There is heat, there is damp, there is cold. At times, you feel like you were on a slip and slide, and at other times, you feel like you own the stage or the field. Everyone is watching you, but you sometimes are only really, at least you feel like you're only really seen when you mess up. Maybe someone you didn't know was watching and you didn't know cared, and they reach out to give you a helping hand. Like in life, you may not like everyone or everything for that matter, but when the die is cast and it's showtime, you perform like it's going to be your best one ever, together. In band like life, things begin and end. The first rehearsals and practices, band camp, the first show, and ultimately the season. And at the end, you are left with memories and lessons learned, a great perspective, and a bank of knowledge that you can choose to let go of or share with others. It is my hope for you students that you choose to share all that you have experienced. Share it with our middle school kids. Share it with classmates, but most of all, later in your life, share it with your friends and your loved ones, because what you have experienced as part of the band this year will be with you forever. 2020 is definitely a year none of us will ever forget. I am thrilled beyond words that you, as you grow older and look back at the positive moments from this year, your time with the Bobcat Marching Band will hopefully be among those positive moments. Congratulations again, and thank you for being awesome. Applaud yourself. We're going to begin the program this evening by recognizing the manager crew for this year. Students, as I call your names, please come up and stand up here, a little spaced out, if you don't mind, in front of the screen. And thank you to Kelly and Hunter for being our videographer tonight. She's going to move over and catch all your smiling faces. So as I read your name, managers, come on up. John Hunger, Andrew Ruffing, Kyle Forrest, Robert Fuller, Emma Simcoe, Maddie Croft, Bailey Spangler, Yvonne Conley, our percussion manager, Lydia Allen is our pit manager, and our head managers, Ethan Drexler and Nathaniel Mayalano. You guys can layer too, you don't all have to be in line. Managers, you've truly done a great job this year in getting things ready for rehearsals, breaking things down at the end of rehearsals, helping the pit when they need a little extra help, and just being on call to do odds and ends types of jobs at a moment's notice. I really do appreciate you and your efforts. Sam is going to give you each a push pop because each of you pushed so hard to get things done. Sam, you can go get one. Push pop. I do hope, gang, that later in the year we can do something fun together that's a little beyond a push pop. We'll have to wait and see for that. Again, I remind you to keep distant from one another to the best extent you can. So spread out, please. Nathaniel and Ethan, great job as co-head managers. It was really a pleasure to have you guys, and you did an amazing job. Sam has another little small token of our appreciation for you. You'll have to wait until spring to use it, but I do hope you enjoy it when you can. Everyone, please help me recognize our manager board. You may all be seated. Our student leadership team, which is comprised of mostly peer elected positions, is comprised of mostly positions here. The students have been meeting on a bi-weekly basis via Google Chat throughout the school year so far, will continue to meet as the year goes on. They are tasked with being the conduit through which information can be passed from the band to the staff, and also to represent the interests of the band as we discuss policies, procedures, and activities. I really look forward to meeting with the leadership team, even in our virtual environment, as they come up with great ideas, and it is a really great, caring team of students. As I read your name, please come forward and have a seat over here to the side of the screen. Our president, Lydia Alvarez. Vice President Ethan Drexler. Secretary Riley Bell. And the senior class was so amazing, they actually did two groups. So James Herman and Emily Froman. Junior class guy, Maddie Croft. Sophomore class guy, Grace Gray. Freshman class guy, Izzy Lapshaw. Our band representative, Kira Lapshaw. And not able to our beloved drum major, Rayton Kaminsky. So I'm going to introduce you one by one, and you guys can come over, and when you're giving your speech, you can take your mask off. Yeah, how's the demonstration? First speech tonight will be from our band front rep, Kira Latchall.
There you go.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Kira Latchall, and I'm the band front representative, as Mr. Mark said. I've been in marching band for 5 years, and I've been part of the color guard, well, guard in general, for 7 years. I think we can all agree this season we did not know what to expect at all. Everything was so unclear, but I think we can all say this season wasn't as bad as we thought. Thanks to Mr. Howe and Sam, we had a great season. Sure, we might not have been able to go to football games and parades or dance shows, but we still were able to get our show out there to as many people as possible, and I think we all have fun doing it. We still got to experience the fun of band camp, and were able to create new, fun, and exciting memories that we'll never forget. Looking back at all the years of marching band that I've been in, I am truly so grateful for each and every experience. Through band, I have met many new people and have made many friendships that will last a lifetime. I cannot imagine my life without guard or marching band. Because of guard, I have 7 amazing sisters and an amazing brother. Shout to Eric, who's not here. What's up with us? That means my life. All of you have made me laugh on my hard days and have made my life so much more fun. Being the oldest on the team, I just want to say I'm so proud of all of you. You guys have all grown and improved so much. You're such incredible people, and I know you are only going to continue to grow and succeed in the next couple of years.
Love you, Kira.
Me too. As my coaches, staff, you have brought so much to the team. Thank you for bringing your knowledge of weapons and helping me gain my experience. And just getting to be with you almost year-round since 7th grade has truly been a blessing. You truly are my second mom, and you have so much going on in your life that you take time out for us every single week. I couldn't thank you enough. I could not have been this successful in guard without you being with me the whole way. Thank you for always being there for me and the rest of the girls when we need you most. I couldn't have asked for a better coach and friend. I just want to finish out by saying thank you for such a memorable season this year, and thank you to all the staff who have been with me all these years for helping me grow into the person who I am today.
Thank you, Kira. Our freshman class rep, Izzy Latchall.
Hi, everyone. As you know, I'm Izzy Latchall, and I'm grade rep. This is my second year in marching band and my 4th year in guard. Being in marching band has been a really fun experience overall. It's nice having a big group of people who can all relate in a way, whether it's playing an instrument or doing guard or baton. We are all part of one big team, which made it that much better when we were performing and making memories together over the past couple months. Like Mr. Howe saying spicy in between songs together, or doing Hey Joe and running a super enjoyable warm-up lap before practices that the guards get down on most of the time. Busy. I don't know about all of you, but having band practice and performances on Thursdays and Fridays gave me something to look forward to during the week, and I'm kind of sad that it's all over for a year. We've come so far since the beginning of the season, and I've loved seeing and hearing the differences in our performances from then to now, because let's face it, towards the beginning it was a little rough for us all, to say the least. Although it was a long, time-consuming process, this was all worth it in the end when our show finally came together. It's upsetting that we didn't get to have a completely normal season when it comes to not going to away games or band shows, but this is still a great season for all that we actually did get to do. Needless to say, this was definitely better than having no season at all. Thank you to all the staff that guided and assisted us through the season, because we would not have the show if it wasn't for them keeping us on task, because we definitely needed help with that, and helping us perfect our shows to be able to perform it at the best of our ability. We would truly be a hot mess without them. That also goes for Brayden, being a great role model and drum major, and although he was not able to be here for the past couple performances or tonight, I think I speak for all of us when I say thank you, and I wish you could have finished out the season with us. It was a pleasure to have this year's season with you all, and I'll see you
sophomore class rep, Grace Rick.
Hello. As a sophomore class rep, I would like to give my sophomore and juniors a what's up, as I forgot to mention you guys in the speech, so what's up? With all the craziness of the season, I decided instead of writing about what the season was or could have been, I decided to give everyone in the senior class a little shout out. You all have had so much taken from you, and I think you've all deserving all of the moment. So I'm going to share some memories I have with you or some straight facts. To get us started, Kelly. Thank you for inviting little freshman me to that pool party and making me an honorary member of it. To Abby. Thank you for making the concert band last year 10 times better. To Amber. You're the only person I know who's made sure to say hello to me. You don't know how much I appreciate that work. Right there. Oh, hello. To Emily. You're over there. You are the best symphony player I know. Hands down. To Caleb, thank you for humoring me on the roof of your river. Even though I know you almost every single day. To Kira, thank you for never hitting me with your flag or rifle. I appreciate both. To Rachel, thank you for our wonderful conversations. I will always appreciate them. We always had something to talk about, and I loved it. To Nathaniel, you are the best head manager. To Ethan, you are the best head manager. To Brayden, you are the best band bus DJ I've ever met. To James, thank you for always willing to listen to me talk about soccer. I appreciate that more than anything. I know that it's so hard to lose so much. Can you hear me? I'm so sorry. I know it's so hard to lose so much from an activity we all cherish, but it's worth it for the seniors. All of you have made an impact on my marching band experience, and I will miss you all greatly. Before I end, I'd also like to give a shout out to the freshmen for just showing up. It's an unnormal that you guys are here, and you were here to stay. I'm super proud of you guys. And I would like to thank staff who have all stayed here and not gave up on us. And even though from the scattered rehearsals to the complete uncertainty of having the season, you guys didn't give up. You guys are truly the designers on Project Mermaid because you made it work. Funniest joke I've ever made. How a great moment.
Thank you, Grace. All right, the junior class rep, Maddie Croft.
Yeah,
Safely say I'm Hollywood the first time I was up here. Alright. Good evening, friends, band staff, and those watching at home. For those who don't know, I'm Maddie Croft, the junior rep for the marching band. Hi. So I would first off like to say, I'm glad all of this could still happen. Under the effects of COVID-19, I wasn't sure I was going to be able to be here to talk to all of you, but hello. I also do apologize for my cough frequency, I haven't realized yet. So, it's the end of the season, a very unique season. But nonetheless, it marks another year of marching band we now have under our belts. Another year of sunburn and poisoning, the smell of suntan lotion, and drill charts that end up faded yellow color. By the way, have some of y'all seen this late? Yeah, I didn't think so. I haven't seen mine either. Regardless, that's okay. We all got to run laps, even if we did have them. Thanks, Nathaniel. And, you all feel friendships when you do that, because you all have a shared look. It's fun. Okay, let's also not forget Mr. Housekeeper's line. Let's take it from the top. Those went on forever, but they did us better. Thank you. So, and even though we didn't have them this year, I would like to bring up the band aesthetic of falling asleep on the bus at 12 a.m. and bright stadium lights that are still on. Because I'm a firm believer that you travel to a different dimension at 12 a.m. on the band bus. Talked it by Britney Spears has been in my dreams too many times. I'm also a firm believer that marching band builds friendships. You get to meet people you otherwise never would have met. And, you become a band family. You acquire a few children along the way. I went the whole 9 yards. You can do anything you want. It grows and evolves as you go through the years. None of our bands look the same as they did a year or two ago. But that's okay. Side note, $10 if we ever try our actual band family, because I can't. There's also the stand arms. Those of you who don't know what those are, it's kind of like the things you gotta do in every game. And, they change too. Me and Abby, in the stands, that was not cool. Yeah. It's just what happens. Of course, as I'm up here talking to you about, man, I'm representing the juniors. You guys have such a wide array of emotions and maturity, I really can't think of a word to describe it. Just kidding, I thought of one. Inconsistent. But that's fine. I've never seen anyone, myself included, switch their emotions so fast as much as we do. And to be honest, it's a little scary. Do not be on the receiving end of a clarinet or a flute if you make them angry. It doesn't feel good. But even over that, we've grown from scared freshmen to arrogant sophomores to this. I don't know what we are right now. I could say confused. You can say what you want. But now, after this, we have to take the role of the seniors. And this senior class has done a lot for us. And I mean a lot. A lot. And they're very motherly and fatherly. And I'm going to miss a lot of them. But we need to be the ones to step up. Trumpets, maturity. It's okay. And we have to work hard, real hard, to be the best that they were. It's a tough role, but seeing that we can get this far, I think great. Just being the role model. Like I said in the beginning, I'm a talker. I'm sure there's some staff who are behind me eyeing me, while I'm trying to figure out they should yell at me, but it's okay. I really honestly have to say a big thank you to our staff, though. To Sam, I've never seen you in a spot for more than a minute. You're like a teleporter. It's a talent, and I respect you for that. Mr. Howe, you worked so hard to put the show together, and I always wonder if it's going to turn out good. I need to have more faith in you, because they do turn out good, and I love how they do. And every other staff member, I don't know you personally, but I hear how hard you work, and I hear the stories. So y'all gotta know, it's fun. And I know you guys work hard, and I'm very proud of you too. You guys make it all possible, so to close, I'll be yelled in like 2 minutes, just kidding, 30 seconds. So to close, I was a freshman up here giving a speech, and I was very tiny, very terrified. But I compared marching band to the high school musical version of marching band. And yeah, that's not the same. So like, we saw this on TV, right? So I want to leave you with the idea that no matter how much Pixie does and movie magic they put into those shows and TV shows and movies, English, I don't think they could have made one so dysfunctional, weird, yet connected as the one I see standing and staring right at me. And I don't think I'd have it any other way. Thank you for your time.
Next up, thank you, Maddie, our senior class reps, Emily Froman and James Herman.
Don't know how to follow up on that.
You guys probably should just make sure you speak into the mic. You can't do it.
So as seniors, we have made many memories throughout the past 4 years of being in marching band. So what we decided to do was share those experiences and those memories rather than simplifying them down. So starting off with freshman year.
So freshman year is mainly just my experiences, and our experiences are going to be more percussion based since we're both percussionists. So freshman year, the Friday of band camp, we just got done with lunch and we were just starting to do warm-ups when all of a sudden the bar that holds the band boards open, that was before it had laid flat on ground. So yeah, it was up vertically. So it fell and hit the fire alarm. And Zane just decides to go over and pull it off the wall and just start messing with it. And we're like, what do we do? So we just kept doing warm-ups. I think the band evacuated, but I don't think percussion ever left. And so then later on in that summer, I fractured my collarbone, so I wasn't able to play my bass drum, but Zane was able to make some impromptu parts for me in the pit, which was a little tricky getting into, but then it turned So now it's a sophomore year. So we did the show Toto. And that was a big thing to do. So we had big shoes to fill. Nothing happened until postseason, and the football team made playoffs, and the second round, I'm pretty sure, of playoffs, we played Shippensburg. And if you remember Shippensburg, that was a mess. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
Probably our most exciting night of that year would have to be when we went to Shippensburg University to go see the Toto concert. Something that was really cool was one of the members actually came outside and we actually got to see them before they performed. So that was a really cool experience. On to junior year. Before junior year, we were directed by Zane, but this year we didn't have them due to scheduling issues. So we had to learn from a team of different people who were not there every day. Some days we had two of them, other days we had different people. And some days we had to just rely on each other. So that was a really tough experience for pit production.
So that year, we went to, I think this is the right name, Red Lion Band Show Spectacular, I think that's right. And we thought it was going to be clear, but I'm pretty sure it was that year. We were just sitting in the stands, we got done our show, and it started to drizzle a little bit. So we decided, let's take the instruments back to the trailer. So we did that, and we came back, and when we came back, it had started to pour, basically. And so we waited, and then we just went back to the buses. So that was a little bit chaotic.
And finally, for senior year, all of you know like what's going on as far as COVID. So we don't really have a ton of things to say about the season. All that we want to say is that we all had to experience tough situations, but we all overcame that together. And we all, produced a really good show this year, and I'm really happy with it. I think everyone else should be happy with it. And we also wanted to talk about our favorite memories. One of my favorite memories was Huntsville Valley band competition last year. My favorite thing about the band competition is forming around with friends, and the ice lattes were amazing. We had those last year, so that was definitely my favorite memory.
My favorite memory just it's not one solid memory, but it's a tradition that the band drum line has where one of the members brings a speaker and we just blast music, like either at dinner or on the bus. So we'd be listening to AJR or your lover, Britney Spears. Advice to everyone. Being in band doesn't mean that it's all about the music. It's about the bonds we have made. We had to overcome an influx of instructors, or sometimes no instructors. So that was a big burden on us to come together as a collective and just push through it. One last word of advice: do not let Zane near a fire alarm.
And to end it off, we'd like to give a big thank you to all the parents, Mr. Howell especially, Zane, who's not here, Sam, Liz, and every single one of you for helping out to make band for this today. And obviously everyone here, so thank you so much.
Thank you, James and Emily. Our next speaker is our band secretary, Riley Bell.
First off, I'd like to say it's been an honor serving as the secretary this year. Second, I'd like to thank everyone for another amazing season. I'd also like to thank Mr. Howe, Sam, and everyone else who helped make this season possible and as normal as could be under the circumstances. I wasn't sure what to think of the theme this year. I didn't know many songs from the 60s. Once we got the music and started to practice, I really got into it. Hard to talk last year's music, but I really enjoyed getting to play these songs this year. Amazing job to everyone for all the hard work they put in this season. We accomplished so much given how short band camp and the season as a whole were. Thanks to everyone's hard work and commitment, we were able to get it done and had a very fun time doing it. None of this would have been possible without everyone here. To the greatest flute piccolo section of all time, band wouldn't be the same without you. With that being said, my senior year will be very difficult without you three after we graduate. You have made my band experience so much more enjoyable these past 2 years, and I can't wait to spend next season with you all as well. I've enjoyed getting to know everyone in band and becoming closer with a lot of people I previously didn't know. To my fellow class of 2023, current sophomores, we are halfway done already. That is absolutely crazy to think about. I feel like I was stepping out on that field for the first Friday night just yesterday. To all of the seniors, next year won't be the same without you. Once again, thank you all for another amazing season and a year worth of hard work to make this show amazing and one to remember. Glad I got to share this experience with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Riley. This is an appropriate time, actually, to bring Ethan up, our vice president, and also Nathaniel. I believe you wanted to say a few words about manager, and since you guys were co-head managers, come on. We'll put that in there. I apologize for omitting that spot earlier. So let's let Nathaniel talk. Okay?
Am I allowed to take this off? Or is it the commissioner both there? Oh, he's there. I forgot about him. All right. So I'll keep this short. I'm not that important. I don't do that many important things. But I'd just like to thank everybody that's here. Done a great job. I'd like to thank all of the staff members, most of them, for being so great and willing to work with us for these many years. I mean, especially me, because I know I can be very difficult to work with. I would like to thank all the band members in front of me for sometimes giving their best effort. I know they don't give it that much, but it's definitely very admirable of everybody. So I just want to say thank you, and that's all. Thank you.
Managers all spread out. You guys did a wonderful job. We never really found ourselves wanting any more help than we were getting from you guys. You guys really stepped up. Yeah, thank you. This is a nice change of height. Now I can speak as a vice president. All right. First of all, I want to say thank you again to the staff of the president and past few years, students here with us today. You guys have done great in very unusual times. Leadership who have been leaders also in this weird time. And also to band members of the past, because they are people that have been really formative for me. TMI, but in my freshman year, I came into marching band in sophomore year, but in freshman year I was kind of destitute in who I was. I didn't really understand who I wanted to be and how I wanted to give myself to the world. Sophomore year, I picked up an instrument, tenor sax. Not known is that another tenor out there, Rachel. There she is. Let's go. But my biggest worry was learning a new instrument that I've never even looked at before. But what I ended up learning more about was who I am. I've met people in my freshman year or sophomore year, and went into my junior year learning more about myself than I was learning about my instrument. And I'm just really grateful for them to allow myself to build upon who I was before. And I think that's really one great part of our band is we learn about each other. We learn about marching band as a whole, our instruments, music, but we also learn about ourselves a lot. And I want to switch to actually a quote Mr. House. I'm winging this right now. I didn't prepare anything, but actually I have been writing this speech for probably about 2 years. 2 years ago, when I was learning music, Mr. Howe, in a room filled with me and a senior at the time, Zoe, shout out to Zoe if she did this, I guess to her, he defined music as organized sound. And organized, I don't know, sometimes we are, sometimes we aren't. You people, we try our best. Sometimes it can get a little wild at late nights, and when we had those late nights under the lights, it was a little unorganized, but at the end of the day, we did come together into something organized. Sound, we make a whole lot of sound. When we're supposed to, when we're not, we make a lot of sound. And even if we can be unorganized and we can be loud, at the end of the day, we do make music. So, I just wanted to end by saying to you guys who are going to be stepping up, teaching these younger people who are coming up to be freshmen next year. Hopefully we have a bigger band than we are leaving it this year. Just build upon yourself, build everyone else up who's around you. Remember that we're here to make music, but we're also to make connections, memories. And I just can't wait until the boys and girls are back in town.
Thank you, Jen. All right, it's time to hear from our band president, Lydia.
Thank you, Mr. Howe. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad to have heard all these lovely speeches before me. I'm especially glad I don't follow up through Maddie because that was amazing, and I don't think I can call that up. Thank you, Emily and James. Take that pressure off me. But as I believe one of the final speeches of the night, I think. One of the final speeches of the student speeches of the night. I'm just going to keep this pretty short and simple because I know it's Wednesday after the clocks have been reset, so we're probably all either hungry or tired right now. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Lydia Alvarez, and I'm the president this year, even though I'm a junior, which, not what we typically know. And I'm When I was in the 5th or 6th grade, I remember going to one of my sister's band shows and seeing the people in the front playing those giant keyboards so enthusiastically that I sat in the stand and I did it with them to make my mom laugh, just throwing my arms around like a crazy person. Little did I know, after I told Mr. Mackley I wanted to play the mallets and accidentally stole one of his tiny little glockenspiel sets, 4 and 5 years later, I'd be here, president of the band, doing what I love with the people I love, which is all of you guys. It's crazy to think how the time has gone by, and I'd like to use my time tonight to address you all and how much I appreciate you. First of all, to the staff, whether in person or online, if they'll see this. Thank you so much. You have all helped us tremendously, whether it be yelling at us to get in step, or reluctantly giving us a water break when we've been marching basics for the past hour. Thanks for putting up with our tired, slurring notes and our lack of rhythm and coordination, and for all of the times the trumpet section talked so much we had to run laps.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You've all affected us like our own parents, and I'm sure we will all learn from you for years to come, whether we will still I know there were times this year where all I needed to turn around my week was sitting in a circle on the lobby floor, playing crazy music no one's ever heard and eating tacos made by someone else's mom. I wish we could have had lunches together during band camp where we could all separate into little cliques in the hallway, and I could remember not to bring eggs in a poorly refrigerated lunch bag like I learned last year the hard way. If anyone else remembers that, I'm so sorry. But somehow, we all managed to come together and bond in a way unlike before, where despite our masks and our distancing, we still became close just like a big family. And where's Nathaniel? Daniel? You are definitely that weird cousin. And to my senior class of 2021, I don't even know where to start. Ethan, Kelly, Abby, I'm trying to make eye contact with everyone so I know where you all are. Caleb, Emily, where's Emily? Emily's over here. Nathaniel, Brayden, who's joining us hopefully online. Kira, Amber, Amber, there you are. James, and Rachel. Wow. I have so memories with literally all of you. I wish I could have like 10 minutes to talk about each and every one of you, but I'm kind of using like my quick voice, like my Model UN debate voice right now, and like condensing everything into this tiny package. So here's what I'll tell you before I get like to the point of tears. Through the past 3 years, you all have become some of the best and closest people in my life. You've dealt with the band through every season, and you've come so far. As you go on to your next step in life, I hope you remember the legacy you will hold in this band, in the lives of so many members to be passed down, like the legacies of seniors before you. And I'm sure you all probably have some crazy stories, and I hope you know that you'll be leaving some as well. Please come back and visit. That's all we can ask. And to our parents and everyone watching, thank you all for your support. Our band could not be where it is without our music boosters, our parents, our fans, our supporters, and everyone in between and around. Despite any challenge this year has thrown at us, I just know that we did not disappoint, and I hope you stick around to see just how much we can do next year. So, to the Northeastern High School Bobcat Marching Band of 2020, thank you for electing me as your president of 2020, and don't forget to re-elect me next year. And thank you just for sharing this year with me and those around there. Don't forget to air hug your seniors as you go, and sign their posters. And to quote Andrew Bernard from The Office, I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you actually left them. Well, folks, as you look around and remember our season, these are the good old days. But don't worry, as long as we remember, we will never leave them. Thank you.
Thank you, Lydia. We're now going to hear from our drum major, Brayden Kaminsky. So, Kelly, if you would keep the camera right here for a moment, I'm going to cue up his video, and then we'll swing the camera over.
Hello everyone, I hope you all are enjoying your evening. Back in late June, I graciously accepted the position of being drum major of the NHS and Bobcat Marching Band. Back then, there was still a little bit of hope in my mind that things would die down and mostly subside by the time the season officially began in July. Obviously, that was pretty stupid of me to think back then, but of course, hindsight is 2020, pun intended. Once the season actually did kick off, I could feel a sense of uncertainty within the band, and I asked myself, will we be able to complete a season this year? And now that I stand before you in the electronic form, I can say that this band season has been as great as it could have been given the circumstances. We missed out on a lot, but we managed to accomplish so much more than I think most of us could have expected. We memorized the music, we figured out how to march a drill, we presented our work to audiences on several occasions, we sat on the sidelines of a few football games. And back during band camp, I remember us discussing how we'd shoot to perform one show at best and go on with our lives. Obviously, we did so much more. And it's all because of your commitment to the craft. And I know some of you may roll your eyes at that, trust me, I know. But look back at what you did. You managed to convince yourselves to come to band practice in these uncertain times, get on the parking lot and and play some music for 3 hours without knowing if we were going to get thrown back into lockdown for a month or two. Even if you don't recognize that as commitment, I do. Although there were times when band got a little crazy, I don't think I could have asked for a better high school marching band to be a drum major of. To all of my senior compadres, this wasn't the most ideal final season we could have had, but your leadership and ability to assist anyone at any time, whether it was a fellow band member or someone on staff, is extremely admirable. To the juniors and underclassmen, may your future seasons be as normal as they can be, and I hope you continue to utilize your energy and unique personalities to amplify the quality of those seasons. Y'all are a funny bunch. Thank you for letting me be your drum major. Stay safe, stay healthy, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, God bless.
Okay, I just want to thank all of the student speakers again tonight and everybody that's contributed to our banquet so far. Great job, guys. You actually may return to your original seats at this point. We're going to switch over to just a couple of words from some of our staff members. I'm going to start off by thanking those staff members that aren't here tonight. Zane, Ruth is not able to be here, but he did text me. Wednesday is a pretty big night for him to teach lessons. So he wasn't able to make it, but he does send his best. He wishes he could be here. He says he can't wait to see you all again soon. So thank you to his efforts again this year. And Hayden Golden, who was able to drop in several times this season from Penn State. We're so glad that Hayden was able to join us and did an awesome job. Of course, Christina Herman was with us this year. Fantastic to have her with us from Penn State. And we appreciate all her efforts. And Steph, I'm going to say your name even though you're here, because you're not intending to speak tonight, even though you can if you want to. But Steph Brannon, another NHS grad, we're thrilled that she came back again this year and helped us out. And really awesome stuff. So thank you to all those staff members. And now we're going to hear from several that aren't here. First of all, our assistant director. Oh wait, I actually wrote something. Hold on. Rewind. Now I'm going to turn things over to the marching band staff who were able to join us tonight. In order to keep things moving, I'm going to skip over the fancy introductions. You all know these folks, and you know how happy I am that they chose to share their time and talents with all of you. So with no further ado, a lady who truly is my right hand in all this, Samantha Schreiber.
You go, girl.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to do this off my phone. I've never done this before. We'll see how well my eyes hold up. Good evening, everyone. I am so glad that you could all join us, both in person and online. We all know that this year has presented us with many challenges, some we never thought we would have to face. But I am so proud of all of these kids for their hard work and dedication to a program they love. Being your band mom is one of my greatest life's accomplishments, and I couldn't be more proud of all of you. That being said, I know way more about your bodily functions this year than I have ever wished to know in my life. Though taking your temps and asking you the same 7 questions every practice was tedious at times, it gave me the opportunity to talk with each and every one of you on a regular basis. Now, if you ever miss me asking you those questions, feel free to hit me up. I have them memorized and can now say them in my sleep. I would be happy to share them with you at any time. It is amazing to me how fast the season has gone. It feels like just yesterday we were waiting for the go-ahead to get started and then diving headfirst into band camp. You have grown so much since those days and in turn helped me grow. This was my first band camp where I taught the drill. It was an exhilarating and sometimes frustrating process to work through together, but I think we did a pretty darn good job. You have always known that my expectations are high for you, and this year you worked hard to meet them. My passion for this group stems from my amazing years of being on the field myself in high school and college, and I want that same wonderful experience for you. To my seniors, we have had an amazing 4 years together, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. And though your time with the Bobcat Marching Band is over, you will always have a special place in my heart. Don't forget about us as you move on to the next big steps in your life. We will always be here to support you and love you. You will always be my babies. You will always be my babies, no matter how old and far away you are. To the rest of my friends, I hope
hope that you have enjoyed the time you've been with the band. We have loved welcoming you into our family. Yes, even you freshmen. Take this time during the off-season to rest and rejuvenate because we will be back full steam ahead next year doing even more amazing things. Don't forget to practice your instruments, and if you ever want to practice some marching techniques, you know where to find me. Thank you to all of the family and friends who have supported us through this crazy year. Though it has looked like never before, we were able to make memories that will last a lifetime. Thanks to you. I love you all, and I can't wait for next season to begin. Transition to be Liz. Okay, so Liz could not join us tonight, but everybody say hi to Liz when she's watching. We miss you. So she sent me her speech so that I could give it instead of her. And she said she was keeping it short and sweet. This year was far from normal, but thank you all for showing up and putting in the work to make the best of it. Even though I don't get to be with you guys as much as I would like, the practices and games we do get together are never lacking in entertainment and fun, and even breaking one of his limbs. I think I've carried his drum on and off the field more than he has. I'm really proud of what we were able to accomplish this year and couldn't have asked for a better group to work with. James, wherever all that running takes you, good luck, and always remember you have a band family here. I can't wait to be back with everyone next season, and as always, keep practicing. And next we have Justine, our garden instructor.
Alright, so, as you ladies and Eric know, I never prepare a speech for this because every time I try to, it never comes out the way I want it to. So, I'm going to leave you with this. Have a good winter. Get the acrylics. Paint your toes whatever color you want to. You can even do your own hair and makeup however you want. Sleep in on Saturday. Go to all of the batting and youth symphony practices you want to, Eric. Make your own mac and cheese if you're craving the one from Conestoga. I think it is Conestoga. Craving mac and cheese, I got a recipe for you. Make your own Rice Krispie treats. Don't bug Kira's mom for them. And for the love of God, if you're bored, get a job. Kira? So, for those of you that don't know, I get to spend 4 seasons with you guys, 4 shows. I have spent 10 with Kira. 10 shows. 5 indoor, 5 outdoor. And we've been through some times, but I literally had to go through 3,000 pictures and 6 years worth of photos to find all of her show pictures. Every single show she's ever been in, including your first one with Diva. Oh. So.
Can I get a photo of that?
Yeah. Look, here's my, okay, first of all, where's Sam? Hi, Sam, here. Okay, look at little baby Kira during Star Trek, her first time walking down to the field, and this is her senior year walking down to the field. She's so big now. I'm right.
So our newest staff member this year is Ashley Cummins, and Ashley is here because we have majorettes for the first time in a number of years. And it was awesome to have all of you in with our group this year. And I'm going to turn it over to Ashley to say a few words.
All right, well, this year actually started as a surprise to me because I didn't realize there was going to be a need for a majorette instructor until I think it was actually the very beginning of July. Mr. Howe called me up and said, "Hey, I need your help. Do you know anyone who could do the majorettes?" Well, of course, as crazy as I am, I said, "Yep, I'll do it," because I needed one more thing to do with my free time. So anyway, but I was thrilled to take it on because I knew some of the girls and I knew they were a great group of twirlers. I also volunteered Christina to help me without her knowing. She was delighted. Seriously, she was. We had a great time doing this together. We could pick up each other's slack. She obviously knows the drill much better than what I do from being a majorette at Penn State. So we tag teamed it, and we got to work with 3 great freshmen, Mallory, Caitlin, and Cece. Unfortunately, Cece was injured for the majority of our season and didn't actually get to twirl, per se, but hopefully by next year she's all better and ready to join us that way. But I am super excited that we have 3 more years. Hopefully we'll get to have some more typical seasons and do more field shows and parades and the band shows and all of that stuff that you're accustomed to doing. But I was thrilled to get the opportunity to work with all 3 of them and to be a part of the band. Most bands in York County do not have majorettes. There's only a couple that do. So I was glad that we could do it and show off our talents, and hopefully we made everyone proud. And yeah, thank you to all you guys for a great season, and I look forward to working with you guys in the future.
Thank you, Ashley. And our last speech tonight from staff member comes from the winner of farthest distance traveled to be here tonight. Anna drove 148 miles to get here, and I'm assuming the same number back tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Anna, please come up. Talk about earlier about people that you didn't expect to be around at certain times. Well, Anna is a surprise that she's here tonight, so that's awesome.
Hi, I'm that crazy lady that you only have to deal with for a week and then don't have to see for another year. Surprise! Alright, so obviously I couldn't make it down for any of the shows because I live on the opposite side of the state. But I have been watching every video every single time that they pop up on any kind of feed. And I'm so proud of every single one of you. Despite all of the odds and ends and the hardships that this year has thrown at you guys, you came together and produced a truly amazing show. So for all the students that are returning next year, hopefully things will return to normal, but even if they don't and we see a repeat of this season, you all know that you are capable of creating something truly amazing no matter the circumstances. And as for our seniors, who are some of my first groups of actual teaching band kids, if this is your last season, I hope you all realize how incredibly proud we are of all of you. You have grown so much in the past few years and should hold your heads very high with all the pride in the world. Especially Ethan, because when I met you, you were tripping over your toes. So however, I hope that this isn't the last season for you guys, and I am going to put a shameless little plug in here. If your college has a marching band, I hope you find a way to participate. The home and the memories that you have found here, it's just as strong, if not stronger, at the university level. You find yourself in such a strange place with so many new things going on, yet the students in the university bands bond together, creating a whole new level of musical family. So while this is the last year for the seniors for you guys, it's also the last year for me up there. So you should definitely do marching band at your college if it's an option for you. So overall, you've all done what most would have considered impossible, and you should all be very proud. There are videos of marching bands performing in
snow, hurricanes, lightning storms, with members who fall and get back up or fall and break their kneecaps at Gramps Cascarilla at Mansfield. You guys played through a global pandemic. You have really proved that no matter what happens, the band will always play on.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, staff. Thank you for another great year and for sticking through thick and thin. It was a little thin there in the early days of the summer, but really appreciate it. And to Liz and Zane and all the others that helped this year, Christina and Ethan, really appreciate everybody's work. We have one more quick speech from one of our booster co-presidents. Maddie's mom, Jen Hoops, made a video. Of course, Ethan's mom, Shannon Adams, have been doing a lot of work behind the scenes this year, supporting us. They made this awesome backdrop. By the way, if you didn't get your photo taken before, see Sam after. She'll take a Polaroid, which you get to take home, which is cool. So, Kelly, stay here for just a second. Let me pull up that video. Okay, I think we're good.
Good evening, students, staff, and everyone joining us at home. I'm Jennifer Hoops, one of the co-presidents of the Music Boosters. Back in August, I couldn't have imagined getting the opportunity to really in any form to celebrate the season. Honestly, I didn't think that we would have a season this year, and I've never been more happy to be wrong. The season might have looked different. It felt different, I'm sure, for staff, students, and parents, but it happened, and I'm grateful for that. The students and staff showed up, they worked hard, got creative when necessary, and presented their absolute best under less than stellar circumstances. I'm proud, very proud to be a band parent, proud to be a Bobcat. I'm proud to know so many wonderful students and staff. I'd like to thank my co-president, Shannon Adams, and the members of the booster board, Stephanie, Wendy, and Heather. They've made my portion of the job easy and enjoyable so far this year. I want to thank all the parents who have reached out to offer their help or support in this unique situation that we're in. I'd like to thank everybody who's attended meetings so far. And I'd also like to thank our administration and staff who worked so hard to find a way to bring this season about in the form that we have. To the seniors, you will be missed. Your spirit and tenacity is inspiring, and the shoes that are left to be filled are large. To the underclassmen, keep working hard, keep being role models to those that are surrounding you, and look forward to another year. The 2020 marching season may have come to an end, but it's one that we will never forget. It showcased the spirit of our community, our students, our staff, and proved that nothing can keep a great band down. So thank you again, and congratulations to the NHS 2020 marching band on a job well done.
Thank you again, Mrs. Hoops and Mrs. Adams, for all your hard work this season. We really appreciate it, and to all the parents that have helped out as well. Little plug, tomorrow night we have a Booster Club meeting. It is on Zoom, so please join us. Anyone with a child in high school orchestra, choir, band, middle school orchestra, choir, band, you're all Boosters Guard. Please join us tomorrow night. Okay, so we just have a couple more things to do, a little bit of award recognitions. We're going to start, first of all, with students who have participated in the Bobcat Marching Band for 3 years and are in good standing will receive a Northeastern varsity letter. It looks a little something like this. Pretty fancy. Students, when I call your name, please come forward and try to space out here in front of the screen. It's quite a long list, so do a couple layers. We just want to be able to see. And Kelly will swing over so everybody can see your faces. We were going to present the letters at another time to you, but I'm going to call your names now. So here's who we need to come up. Ethan Trexler, Abigail Waples, Lydia Alvarez, Madison Croft, Hannah Herb, Abigail Hawkinsmith, John Hunger, Nicholas Kelly, Savannah Luckaball, Mackenzie Miller, Anne-Marie Pataconi, Kyle Ferguson, Andrew Ruffey, Kiana Santiago, Emma Simcoe, Bailey Spangler, Evan Conley, Kyle Force, Anthony Taylor, Rebecca Orland. Congratulations, everyone. We're going to get a quick picture of you all as well.
I can't see you on the end. Let me just switch in.
Smile. Congratulations, everyone. Let's give a round of applause.
All right, you may be seated, and I just want to thank you all for your dedication and effort, and congratulations on achieving your varsity letter. You've seen we sent a few emails out about varsity jackets, so if you're interested in that, please take advantage. All students tonight have received a gold pin. You can't see, but it says band on it. And the pin is for your year of serving in marching band. The idea is that you can put those pins on your letter. So for those of you that have been here for 3 years, you now should have 3 pins. Usually at a band banquet, someone leaves without their pin. So if you realize that you are missing a pin from tonight or from any other year, please do come see me and I'll make sure you get the right number of pins. We want to take a moment to recognize our march-off winners this year. Our first champion from the beginning of the season was Mackenzie Miller. And our second march-off champion, just from this past Friday, was Eric Velez Perez. Congratulations. Eric is not with us this evening, but we are very proud of both of these folks. You have demonstrated fine technique and execution of marching and maneuvering skill. You've been extremely attentive listeners and held your heads high through the difficult challenges of the march-off and everything else. So your name will be inscribed on this plaque, which hangs in our band hallway. We'll get that taken care of in the next couple months, and it'll be there forever. It was great. So congratulations to Kenzie and to Eric. Congratulations. Good job. Students, before we close out the live stream portion, I want to acknowledge the boosters again for providing a chocolate bar for everybody to take home tonight, so don't leave without your chocolate bar. And seniors, you have a lovely little gift bag over here from the boosters as well, so make sure that you get those before you go. In addition, we have a little bit of leftover candy from our concert sales, and we're going to make sure that everybody gets an additional piece of candy before you leave tonight. We have a couple different options. Non-chocolates. You'll get some chocolate and you'll get some other stuff. So, there's that. For those of you at home, actually, back up a second. In just a moment, we're going to end the live stream presentation of the banquet. Those of us here at NHS will be watching our season in review slideshow presentation put together by yours truly. Now, this was my first official attempt at putting together a slideshow or a movie, so I know it's not perfect, but I appreciate you joining me on my learning curve. I think you will enjoy seeing so many shots from this year's season, and I want to give a special thanks to those that shared photos, especially Reverend Dave Kaminsky, who shared quite a few photos with us. For those at home, the slideshow has been posted on the Northeastern High School Band YouTube page. So you should be able to find that by searching that title, Northeastern High School Band, on YouTube. Thank you for viewing our band banquet this evening. I truly do hope we are all back together next year, having dinner as usual, and fellowshipping and reflecting on what will hopefully have been a great 2021 season. Thank you again for all your support. We're going to end the live stream. Parents, if you are going to become picking your student up, the live stream is about 16 minutes long, or excuse me, the video is 16 minutes long, and we have just a little bit of stuff to put away, so I'm going to say 8 o'clock we should be good to go. So thanks a lot, and have a good evening.